On reaching Puckaway Lake, pick out an aircraft with similar performance. We need half mile and trail, and 90 knots, please. 18.
I seem to attract crazy people passing me at fly-ins. Although from what I've heard, a lot of crazy stuff like this happens at Osh. But that's for later. For now, join me and Neil as we fly the final leg from Green Bay to OshKosh, and I get to check an item off of my bucket list, flying the Fisk Approach. I hope you enjoy it.
Positive right, gear up.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, you filed IFR, or are you going VFR?
No, just looking for a VFR flight down to OshKosh.
Roger, and what's your aircraft type?
It's a Beach 24 Sierra.
We had spent Friday night in Green Bay, so I could tackle the Fisk Approach fresh. The direct flight to Osh is a quick 17 minutes. But of course the air was already pretty thick with airplanes, and we might have been starting the approach as far back as Endeavour Bridge and flying the conga line to Osh from there.
OshKosh arrival information, Charlie, time 1153, Zulu weather, wind 150 at 3, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 17, dew point 15, altimeter 293, RNAV and VOR, runway 27 approach in use, VFR arrival procedures in effect, Puckaway Lake transition, runway 27 and runway 36 left and right in use. Monitor OshKosh approach control on frequency 120.7 for runway assignment and frequency. OshKosh tower controllers will assign either runway 36 left or 36 right. Marking information available on frequency 134.725. Advise an initial contact, you have Charlie.
Okay, so it's going to be either 36 left or 36 right. Left, right.
Puckaway Lake transition.
Puckaway Lake transition.
Better practice your wing rock.
Waggle. No, it's fine.
I like your confidence.
We started monitoring the Fisk Approach frequency pretty soon after takeoff from Green Bay to get a sense of how busy it was, and we learned that the transition point was still Puckaway Lake.
So far, we're doing a pretty good job with that, so we're feeding both runways here, runway 27 and 36, that's page 11 and 13 in the notice.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, ready to service terminated, squawk VFR, free change approved.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved, thanks. Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey. Alright, let's do 120.7 on the main one.
Railroad tracks, join a right, downwind for runway 27, inside the gravel pit, maintain 1,000.
20.7?
Yep. Tower now on 118.5.
Let's make it active, yep.
And everybody inbound for OshKosh today, we're starting at Puckaway Lake. The transition starts at Puckaway Lake, join the arrival, nose to tail, find someone to follow, no side by side, 90 knots, 1,800 feet, if unable 90 knots, and 135 knots and 2,300 feet. Nose to tail, half mile and trail spacing. If you have to do S-turns or anything fancy to maintain that spacing, it's not going to work. Make a left turn, rejoin the arrival, find somebody else to follow.
It's cool. I watched so many YouTube videos of this. So neat to be actually doing it.
7.5 miles south of Fisk, rock your wings. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. There we go. Good rock, Cessna. Expect runway 27. Enter right downwind to runway 27. Maintain 1,800 until on the downwind. Monitor tower.
So should I see more than one plate on the iPhone?
Yep.
Alright, attention all aircraft, join
I
the
don't
frequency.
see all of those.
We're
That's
using
weird,
runway
no?
27 and runway 36 right now.
Well, then don't rely on that.
Transition is in effect.
Oh, then just eyes out. You never know, there may be somebody who doesn't even have ADSB, right? So.
Yep.
V-tail, Bonanza over Fisk, rock your wings. Alright, I can't tell if that's a turn or a rock. V-tail, follow Fisk Avenue 090, expect runway 36. Give me a good wing rock to acknowledge, please. Good wing rock, copy that. Right turn 090, follow Fisk Avenue for runway 36, monitor tower 126.6.
No pressure.
Bruno's ratings are nothing compared to this dude.
Alright,
Should be all over the place, shouldn't they?
I mean, we're still 7.5 miles away, right? So, not gonna see a lot of it. not, like especially with this haze that's that far away. But certainly, as we get within a couple miles of it, we should see a bunch.
I really expected to see planes all over the place as we got close to Puckaway Lake. I'm not sure if it was the haze, but we just couldn't see a thing.
I mean, the point's right at the tip of the lake there. How are we not seeing anything?
I don't know. Supposed to be like 3 right there.
Yeah. Should be like right at the horizon too. Because we're at 1780. There's one.
Yes, alright.
What's that?
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
Alright, now I see the line. Yeah, there's like 2 ahead of that guy.
I should have gone in right behind him. There's like a bunch more coming in. Why do I not see any of those? There should be one like right there.
One way out.
You see it?
Yeah, like 11 o'clock.
I mean, I guess we're still a mile and
Kid
0.3
Fox,
away.
half mile south
Oh,
of
there's
Fisk,
one
Rocky
going
Way.
by.
Good Rock, Kid Fox. You're going to be runway
There's
36.
another one.
You can make a right turn, follow Fisk Avenue, enter left base for runway.
Gonna try to follow
36,
him.
Kid Fox.
Keep an eye out there
Alright.
to see if
Yeah,
anybody's
there is one about 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
V-tail, half
There's
mile
another
south
one that
of
just
Fisk,
snuck
Rocky
in behind
Way.
that guy.
I'll try and join behind him.
Good
or-
Rock, V-tail,
Yeah.
excellent job with the speed. Appreciate the space. You can continue northeastbound for runway 27. You're going to enter right downwind to runway 27 and
I don't
maintain
see anyone behind
1,800
him,
until you're
so-
on the downwind. Kid Fox, start the right turn, please, for Fisk Avenue, left base, runway 36. Good turn, 126.6, monitor tower 126.6 for the Kid Fox. Welcome
Just keep an
back.
eye out.
Yep, watching.
After some anxiety trying to find a good opening, we turned northeast at Puckaway Lake to join the conga line.
For those Cessna 195, continue northeastbound over the
You got
railroad
the guy
tracks for
at
runway
11, right?
27.
Yep, he's the one we're
runway
following.
27, maintain 1,800 until on the downwind, and monitor tower 118.5. If you're going to 27, 118.5.
Where do we pick up the railway track? At Ripon or?
Ripon, yeah.
64 Charlie, pick it up.
All right, everybody, we need 90 knots.
Yeah, we
90
seem to go a
knots,
little slow,
half
eh?
mile
That?
spacing.
They
nose
seem to be
tail,
going a little
side by
slow.
side. Please
Yeah.
get directly over the railroad track. You should not have anybody off your left or off your right. It should be directly in front of you, half mile over the railroad tracks, half mile.
I was surprised at how all over the place planes were, both in terms of their airspeed and also their ground track. I found the planes in front of me were moving left and right, up and down, and slowing down to nearly 80 before accelerating again, over and over again.
How far are we behind? Is that a half mile? I don't know what that looks like.
It's maybe like 0.4. 0.3, yeah. Hard to tell because it jerks, right? So there's delay.
Yep.
And they're going slow. Why the hell are we doing like 82 knots?
Twin over Fisk, we see you, traveler. Rock your wings.
Where, Baron?
Oh, he lied to me. Okay, Baron, Good Rock, we see you. Runway 27, continue northeastbound for runway 27, enter right downwind. Runway 27, maintain 1,800 until you're on the downwind. Welcome to OshKosh, monitor tower 118.5.
Thanks, guys.
General aviation humor. They misidentified him, I take it, his plane.
Yeah.
There's a railroad track, I guess.
Do you see it?
Yeah, that's to the left of the road, that straight
yeah,
line.
okay, yeah.
Apparently some people just don't have the patience to stay in the conga line for the entire approach. And about halfway between Ripon and Fisk, an idiot in a Cessna decided he just needed to pass us.
What the
Reaching Fisk.
dude? What is wrong with you?
Upon reaching Puckaway Lake, pick out an aircraft with similar
Wow.
performance. We need
Wow.
half mile and trail. And 90 knots, please, 1,800 feet. Puckaway Lake is a transition.
What
That
the?
high wing, did he you? I don't know.
But he was behind us.
Yeah.
There's a window in front of you.
By total coincidence, I ran into the guy after we got to
Wow.
Osh, and he claimed he thought I was leaving the conga line because I'd moved off to the left.
And now he's gonna go catch up to that guy.
But as you can see here, I was right over the railroad tracks. Some people just have no patience, I guess. Sadly, this was not the only such incident, as it happens a lot apparently. Thankfully, it did nothing more than annoy the crap out of me. And unfortunately, the GoPro on my dash died shortly after that, so I have no audio of the last part of my approach or my landing into OshKosh. But before long, I was rocking my wings and making the right turn to head along Fisk Avenue for the landing on runway 36. There was a bit of back and forth between the main 36 left runway and the temporary 36 right runway, but eventually I was instructed to land on the red square on 36 right. So I scooted over a bit and tried my best. Unfortunately, I'm not used to landing on such narrow runways, so I must have thought I was higher than I was, so I didn't start my transition in time. That resulted in a pretty hard landing. But I was pretty close to bang on the red dot, so at least there's that. After a high-speed taxi to the end of the runway, we put up our signs requesting the North 40 campground, and the marshalers helpfully ferried us along our way. The grass taxiways at OshKosh are not the smoothest, and we got bounced around pretty badly. But before long, we were being marshaled into a prime campsite at the end of a line of planes at the departure end of runway 27. Best of all, we'd made it. I can cross flying the Fisk Approach off my list of flying to-dos. We settled into our parking spot, set up camp, and got ready for a few days of soaking up unlimited aviation goodness. Join me next time for some of the highlights from our OshKosh visit. Thanks for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. I'll see you in the next one, and in the meantime, fly safe.